Welcome back to another review. This is Scooby's Reviews. We're taking over your Amazon reviews. This product, I was really excited to receive. This is the SMALLRIG Quick Release Neck Support. Um, I ended up using it with my GoPro Hero 7 at that, and these are, obviously is one of the older models, you know. One of my things is that I always want to be able to use my GoPro whenever I want to, travel wise. And then I want to put it like maybe on my chest. Sometimes when I'm using my DSLR, I can mount it on the side of it, but I'm not always carrying my DSLR. So I know that there are chest straps for the GoPro, but I don't necessarily like the chest strap because I don't want to have to put a strap around my entire chest just so that I can mount my GoPro. And I don't normally like wearing a backpack. I like wearing a sling bag. So I know I could probably find a clip and a 360-degree adapter for the GoPro, kind of modify it. But once I saw this SMALLRIG quick release neck support, I thought, man, this looks great. So, just real quick, this is the SMALLRIG uh, neck support. This, it's obviously, you can mold to however you like. You know, um, it comes inside the box. Kind of folded up like this. Um, you know, so it's not like it's just dangling off your neck. So you know that it's going to be supported well. It uses a magnetic mount so that if your GoPro is already attached to this and you need to take it off real quick, you got a quick release. You just press the two buttons right here, it takes it off, and then let's say you need to replace your battery or your card or something, and then you put it back on, and then boom, that's it. It won't come off, right? Okay, you have to press these two buttons in order to release it. So it is definitely a quick release. This actually would work better with more of the Hero 13 because the Hero 7, unfortunately, it still had the case that you had to put it inside, and the only compartment door that was available is right here, which is the USB charging port and so on and so forth. The HDMI port as well. But for GoPro users, they want to be able to access the battery compartment more than anything because you most likely burn through batteries when you're recording, and possibly change out your SD card as well. So although it did work great with my Hero 7, it would honestly work better for a Hero 13 because the battery compartment door is on the side. Um, so you can switch out your battery in your SD card with the quickness, without even having to take it off the quick release neck support from SMALLRIG. But nonetheless, this is an amazing item. Obviously, you put it around your neck. You're thinking, well, that looks tight. I don't. I have a big head. Well, yeah, so do I. In order to open this, there is a button here on the back. Press it, and that releases. Put that around your neck, and then you just go ahead and put that back, and you're good to go. Completely locked. So I used this recently, just a day ago. Yeah, just a day ago actually. Yesterday, because I did my 5K yesterday, and man, it worked like a charm. It was honestly amazing. So that is inside the box. Here is what's in the rest of the box. It comes in this packaging, right? This is also meant to use, if you'd like to, you can use your cell phone. So it has its own. um, mount for your phone as well. So, all you have to do is connect it to this yet again, and then we use the key here to lock that in, right here. So if we were to lock that in just like that, and then boom, you could wear it around your neck. If you are, streaming straight from your phone, during a live stream or something, and you're using your phone to do that, you could definitely use this adapter, and you'd be able to do that. And it works great. You can change obviously the angle and so on and so forth. So yeah, it's definitely versatile. SMALLRIG definitely thought about not just someone who's using a GoPro or something like that. They're obviously thinking about vloggers or people who are recording and whatnot. So yeah, this item is definitely amazing. I obviously used it for my GoPro, like I mentioned. Um, the GoPro Hero 7 is what I had used it for, and imagine that it was around your neck and it's like this, and it's shooting directly. And so, when I did have to do a battery replacement during my 5K. So, I just loosened up the key, and then I opened up the housing, and then I took out my GoPro, switched out the battery, and then, just repositioned it and so on and so forth. So it worked out really well. One of the issues I have with like a chest strap, I feel like sometimes it carries or it shows too much of, like the movement of your body while you're recording. And so I was thinking, well, this is a perfect time to review this specific item. So um, I went ahead and recorded and used it yesterday. And let's see if I can show you guys the actual video. So I do have one video here. Excuse me. Let me see if I can find the right one here. No, that's not it. Wish I can just show you guys, but you know what? Let's see if I can actually just show you a screen. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so let's go ahead and show you my screen here. Okay. And right here, I will show you this one. This is while I was walking, okay? Because I didn't run the 5K, you know. I don't train like that. So, but this is me walking. And you can see, I mean, we already know GoPro is pretty great at stabilization, So, but again, using the specific neck support from SMALLRIG, it's not completely tied to my chest, so it's not catching every single, left and right movement where my chest is kind of like moving back and forth, so on and so forth. So yeah, here you see I'm walking, actually no, this I'm actually running. This is a light. This one's a light jog. If you see my shadow right here, I'm doing a quite a light jog here. So, uh, this is how it looks using the quick support, um, SMALLRIG, neck support here. This item again, it's great. While I was doing a light jog, I felt like the neck support actually was kind of bouncing up. So I was thinking, oh man, this is not going to look all that great, but with GoPro's stabilization and with it not being completely strapped to my chest, I thought the product was doing quite great. So, yeah, again, I think it was pretty amazing. So one more time, this is me with a light jog, obviously towards the end of the 5K. And if we go all the way back, this right here shows you while I'm walking. So it's even obviously way more stable, less movement, capturing great footage. So I think this product definitely is worth every single thing that you would want to do when it comes to you know uh, capturing content while you're walking or so on and so forth. So again, I definitely recommend the small rig quick release neck support here. Again, this it molds to pretty much how you need it to. If you if you needed to move kind of left and right, you can do so. But again, it's honestly really great item. Again, I use it with the GoPro. Obviously, you see the mount that's known really for GoPros at this point. But again, it comes with a phone adapter that you can use your phone as well. Again, it is a magnet mount, so you could take this off, take your product off real quick, and then you need to put it back. Boom, you're good to go. Um, it does not come off. That was an accident. I was still pressing the button. So, but again, small rig. You've kind of outdone yourself with this one. Really amazing product, I think. And I just picked up 13, so I think I will definitely be using this hand in hand, with other different footage that I want to be putting out there. And again, with the updated GoPros, the battery compartment is on the side, so I won't have to take it off. I definitely won't have to take it off this neck support. It's here, and then if I need to switch out my battery, all I have to do is open it from the side, take out the battery, take out the SD card if needed, replace it. Everything is here. Small Rig has definitely done a great job with this product. I definitely recommend it. I hope you guys enjoy the product. Scooby's Reviews out.